Hey there, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. My name is Dr. Tony, and I am going to be covering a very important model today, and that is the Everyday Warrior model. As you all know, that my counseling practice is Warrior Wellness. That is the name. So I have adopted a model that I would like to share with you guys this evening. So um, fasten your seatbelts. Get ready to learn some really basic tools and how you can apply those in your everyday lives. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll get started. I'm going to share my screen here and we will move to get started. So the everyday warrior model um, is a practical mental health strength for real life situations, right? Um, a part of what I do is when I'm working with families or couples, any population, I share with them the basic tools and how to kind of navigate difficult situations in their life, right? So, what is the Everyday Warrior model? Um, this is a simple mental health framework for daily life, right? It's designed for working adults, it's designed for parents, the everyday stressors that we deal with in life, whether that is parenting in school, if you're in school, or um, interpersonal relationships, difficulties that you may be having in your marriage, with colleagues. It covers all of those different areas. And what it does is it helps us to focus on becoming more self aware of ourselves and who we are, some of our own triggers, um, being aware of past traumas and things that have contributed to the people that we are today. I like to always talk about us being individuals and how we come from different walks of life. We have different belief systems, values, characteristics, qualities, because we're all very unique in our own way. And that makes us special as well. But becoming more aware of who we are and our own stuff helps us to regulate better and gain some responsibility over ourselves and our actions. So we'll definitely talk about regulation, and how to control those emotions, and taking the responsibility for our actions, right? We all have choices, we make decisions. We have to start owning some of the things and the decisions that we've made in our lives. Okay. All right. So the W is wake up and accept. Wake up, notice what you're feeling and why. Accept, acknowledge reality without denial, and awareness reduces emotional chaos. Very important. We have to wake up and be aware of what is going on with us. If I'm feeling frustrated today, let me own that. I'm feeling frustrated about, an issue that I had at work with a colleague or a family member or just where I am in life, right? I'm feeling frustrated, and this is why I want to have good relationships while I'm at work. I want to go to work and feel positive and have a good attitude, right? I want to be able to connect with people like my family members, but there are times where I get really frustrated when I'm in certain spaces, right? I can accept that. I can acknowledge that something is wrong with me. I always say that our emotions are signals. They're telling us that something is going on with us, right? So awareness is so important. Being a little bit more self-aware about what's going on with you, some of those pain pocket areas that you can work on, um, that helps as well. All right. All right. So when we talk about regulate, reframe. Regulate is calm your body before responding. Pause, breathe, step away if needed. Reframe. Challenge that negative or distorted thought. when we talk about regulating our emotions, we are saying that we are going to not always move from that primary place. So the primary place is I'm just reacting. I'm just so reactive of everything. Somebody says something to me, I'm going off the handles, right? Somebody does something to me, I gotta respond back with a text, right? Instead of calming yourself before you react. Self-control is so important. It's so powerful in so many different facets of our life, right? Calm your body before responding. Take a step back, pause, breathe, and step away if you need to. It is so important to regulate because it helps our nervous system remain calm and we're not so reactive all the time. And anxiety and stress, all right? All these things happen when we're not regulated. If there's an event that occurs, whether that's with a family member, a coworker, colleague, whoever, right? Let me take a step back and breathe. Okay. I'm going to reframe that and that negative thought in what I'm thinking and how my negative thoughts kind of contribute to how I react in situations. So if I can regulate and reframe what I'm thinking, right, I can make a better decision. I can have a better outcome when I take a step back. Okay. All right. Improve one thing. Focus on one small, manageable change. One habit, one boundary, one conversation. I think where we get so flustered is that we feel like we have to have everything figured out all at once, right? We have to have all of these conversations in one day, right? We have to change the world in one day. We have to start a business in one day. That's not realistic, right? When you work towards small, manageable goals, it's easier to build confidence and resiliency over time. So if I was able to say, hey, I went on a 20-minute walk today, that was great, that was awesome, I can build on that versus saying, I'm going to go run a 5K marathon. I'm going to walk a 5K today, and I haven't done that in years, right? So the importance of starting small because it helps you build confidence and resiliency over time, right? Stop telling yourself I have to have all of these things done in one day, 1 week, 6 months. It's not realistic, right? And you put more pressure on yourself when you're trying to meet these deadlines that are not realistic, right? If I have 5 tasks that I need to do this week, okay, how can I break those tasks down? Right? I can do this on Monday, I can do this on Wednesday, do that on Friday. And even if I don't get to it, that's okay. It is okay not to be at 100% and work at 100% all the time. You can work at 70% and revisit it later, right? So improving one thing happens in small, manageable time frames. Okay. Um, Small habits builds confidence. I truly am a believer of that. If you do something small each day, it grows, right? Okay, own your response. You cannot control others. You control how you show up. Responsibility creates empowerment. This is so big. This is so huge because we want to help people. We want to, offer our guidance, and if they don't take it, then we're all flustered and frustrated with them. You cannot control other people. They are adults. They make their own decisions. You can offer guidance. If they choose to take it or not, that is up to them. That circle of control are the things that you can control for yourself. How do I show up for me? How do I control my mindset? How do I control how I react to things? Right? Things that are outside of your control. I can't control traffic. I can't control what's happening right now in the economy. I can't control other people's choices. I can't control politics, right? Those are things outside of my control. The things that are in my control is how I show up for myself, how I react, right? How do I maintain progress in my life? That's what I can control, my response. I can be responsible for my own stuff, and that creates empowerment. Okay. Reset when needed. This is the last R. Reset when needed. When you're always on the go, let me tell you, your body is not made to be on the go all the time. You're the person. I gotta be here. I gotta be there. I gotta show up for this one. I gotta show up for that one. And your body will quickly tell you who's in charge. Right? Rest when needed. Bad moments do not equal a bad life. You can start again tomorrow or right now. Everyday strength is consistent effort. Even if you show up, if you get up and you decide to take a walk, if you get up and decide to do something, that's still strength. But if you're getting up and deciding that I have to be all of these places in a day, right? That is not strength. That's just people pleasing. Being everywhere and doing everything is not a flex. Let me just say that. I've seen many people who have passed away because they're not getting rest and resetting themselves. Right? They think if something bad happens or if it doesn't go right, oh, I got to hurry up and fix it. It doesn't work like that. Bad moments does not equal a bad life. Okay, get that negative thought out of your head. Just because you had a bad day, that doesn't mean anything. Reset, start again, and know your limits. Okay. Um, so that is the warrior model. That is the model that I'll be expounding a little bit more on when I am in actual trainings, and I give practical examples. We do exercises in these trainings, but that is the model that I have kind of created, and I will be using in those spaces. So if you are interested in me teaching a little bit more on this model, please feel free to reach out to me. I will be glad to come in your space and talk about basic tools needed to navigate everyday life. I truly enjoy the work that I do. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Um, there'll be more videos like this to come. I try to get them in as much as I can, but greatly appreciative of your likes, your subscriptions, your comments. I am a licensed therapist in the state of Texas. If you are looking for any counseling services, assessments, anything like that, you can always reach me by reaching out to me here on this platform. All right. You guys have a good night. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please reach out to me. Warrior Wellness Counseling out.